Hi guys, it's Jenny Chu, and holy smokes, it's been a year since my initial vlog, which means it's been a year since my life kind of took a little detour, tumble, interesting stuff. It's been a year since I found out, and what a year it has been. If you've been following along this whole year, thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. And for every single DM and YouTube video comment and everything that I've received in this past year, thank you. I read every single one of them, and it all makes a difference. It really does. Wow. From the moment I found out, I thought to this day, I kept thinking, but in a year, how will I feel? Can't wait till I get to a year when this doesn't matter as much. And will it even matter in a year? I mean, these were thoughts that I had throughout the whole year. I thought to this moment and to getting to look back on the year I've had. So let's talk about this year. Whew. Ups and downs. And I think that that's okay. I think that the beginning was rough, but we knew that. I knew that at the beginning it was going to be really, really hard for me. But I got lucky. I got to move right away to Portland to start my internship there. And if you followed along, you knew that. And I got to start over there. And then obviously, you know, things went really well for me in Portland to the point where I got a little more visibility, and through my vlog, gosh, this is crazy. I don't know if anyone knows this. Through my vlog, I got this job in Orlando. I am the face of the team. I'm the host, the reporter. Anything that this team needs me for, I'm here for, in terms of content and video. So without everything that had happened to me and has happened to me in the past year and the growth that I've been through, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And I am in such a great spot for myself professionally. I can't even like wrap up my thoughts right now because so much has happened in this year. If you saw my New Year's run through of the year, I posted a lot about like breakdowns that I had that year. Yeah, vlogging for you guys is something that I do, but I vlog for myself. So when I have like moments of weakness and I'm in my head and I'm trying to figure out like what's going on, I put the camera like it is now and I talk to myself. And it doesn't go anywhere, no one ever really sees it, but it's for me to process what's going on and to really be like, why do you feel this way? Why are you crying? What made you get to this point where you feel sad? Like why are you sad? Let's break it down so that you are not sad. And I do that a lot, and I recommend it for anyone who's going through anything hard. Freaking have a therapy section with yourself. Like, I do it all the time. It really helps me. I'm like, wait, but why would that make you sad? Shouldn't you be happy that you're free? Like, shouldn't you be happy that you don't remember his voice anymore? Like, why does that make you sad that you don't remember his voice at all? No, Jenny, that's a good thing. And so like going through all of that is awesome for me, and I recommend it. But I don't know what to say, even though I thought about this moment for so long. Like, how would I feel in a year? I feel good. I feel God, this is gonna be so weird to say, but I'm glad it happened. That's something that no one would ever say, but you know, I talk to myself a lot like this, and sometimes I say like, I wish I never met him. I wish like none of it ever happened, and then I have to backtrack and say, no, Jenny, if it never happened, if you never met him, if you didn't suffer the way you did, then you wouldn't know happiness like this. You wouldn't know what this feels like. So something that I've really, really come to peace with is that I was so unhappy in that relationship and so anxious and so self-conscious and really, really hated myself so much during that relationship. To the point where now I'll have a bad day and it won't even come close to the way I suffered then. So it's not even a bad day. Being free of that anxiety every single day and that overthinking and the worthlessness feeling that I had during that relationship, like being free of those feelings makes every day an amazing day. Like if I could cuss, I would say effing amazing day, because I don't feel like that anymore. I don't feel like I can't speak. I don't feel like a knot in my heart. I don't feel the emptiness inside, and I don't feel the anxiety of like, something's always wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. Why can't I figure out what's wrong? So with that, life is great. A year later, life is great because I don't feel that. And I guess if I have any message to anyone that's going through it, been through it, whatever it may be, is it gets better, and I'm free. And I hadn't been free for so long. I mean, free of those feelings that I just described, and free of pain, like I never knew it. And the truth is that I had no idea that all this stuff was going on behind my back, and like consciously. Like I didn't know it as fact, I didn't know it, but something was wrong. Like my gut kept telling me something was wrong, but I was always wrong. I would confront him about like, hey, I have a weird feeling about this, and this kind of, you know, is making me raise an eyebrow. What is this? And I was always wrong, and it was always flipped on me, and me not trusting the relationship, and me being insecure. And why was I so insecure? Jenny, you're ruining our relationship because you're so insecure. And the amount of times that I heard that made me hate myself. And the thing is, trust your damn gut, because I was right all along. I was just made to be the bad guy and to hate myself to the point where I didn't trust myself. But you know, that's a whole other conversation that really we don't need to get into, like the nitty-gritty of what happened in my relationship. It really just doesn't matter anymore. The point is this healing process. Whew. I focused so much on my healing this year, and I'm gonna continue to do so in life. Like I've told you guys throughout this journey, I do a lot of yoga. I read a lot, like healing type of books. And really just things that make me more aware of my thought process, and just will make me a better person for life, and for when the time comes when I find someone for me. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to be full. I want to be a full glass of water, because I will only match with another full glass of water. I will never pour myself empty for somebody that is empty ever again. Don't ever let someone steal your full glassness, your fullness. With that being said, anyone that's going through it, heal, focus on healing. Don't, well, I don't know, everyone's kind of different, but I've really not done the dating thing and the going out there kind of thing that a lot of people do post breakups. One, it's not me. And two, I knew that I had to focus all of this energy into myself. I spent 3 years pouring my energy into somebody else to the point where I was not myself. And I kind of feel sad for the people that met me in that small amount of time, because all they knew was like empty Jenny, that was always anxious, that was insecure, that didn't look people in the eye, that suddenly was comparing myself to everyone else, which isn't me. And I don't know, if you met me during the last 2 years of my relationship and you didn't know me before that, I'm sorry. I hope that we still know each other and you can know me now. But if you knew me before, you knew that I became someone else. And for everyone that spoke up to me after this all happened and said, hey, we remember who you were, and reminded me of the light that I brought and the things that I did that made a difference in their lives and things like that, and that really brought me back to myself, you guys are incredible. Incredible, because I didn't even see myself that way anymore. I saw myself as a shadow of someone else, and that I just lived for whatever. But yeah, this is a long video. Guys, I'm happy that this is where I am in life right now, and I wouldn't have been here without this happening to me. And as shitty as it is, as shitty as it was, and as hard as it was to get to this moment, I just have to be grateful. I have to be grateful for all of the lessons I learned. I have to be grateful for the pain that made me who I am. I don't know. I'm grateful for the people who were honest with me. And I'm grateful that I have this like great ability to just cut people off. Because I feel like a lot of people don't have it, and they continue to be in a cycle of like negativity when I'm like, oh, you knew and you didn't tell me, but you consider yourself my friend? No, don't ever speak to me again. Snip, 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 snip. I've done lots of snipping this year, and it's just made my life better. Honestly, if you have those bad influences, negative influences, people who act like your friend, but clearly from their actions they're not your friends, snip, snip, snip. Highly recommend the snip. Seriously. Gosh, I am busy in my job, but I am never too busy not to lend a hand to anyone that is going through what I've been through, that is healing, that wants some advice, some help. I'm here to give it, honestly, because I didn't ever speak up about what I was struggling with to anyone at the time. So nobody knew what was going on in my head. So what I would do is I didn't even want my roommates to know I was crying all the time. What I would do is I'd be like, oh, I have to go do this, whatever. I would leave in the middle of the night, go park my car in a parking lot, blast music as I screamed and I cried and I freaking went insane and tried to let it all out. And I thought it would be like a quick thing, but no, I'd spend like 3 hours there bawling and trying to understand what I was feeling and why was I feeling this way. And I couldn't, well, now I know why I was feeling that way. But at the time I was like, why do I feel all of this? Like something is wrong, anxiety, la 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 that I felt at the time. Now we know. But at the time, I was just confused, and I didn't reach out for anyone's help. And I just hope you guys do reach out for help, because going through that alone was the worst thing I could have done. It really was, and it almost took me. That's kind of some deep stuff there that I don't think I'm ready to share, but it almost took me. And it wouldn't have if I had just spoken up and reached for help, which I eventually did, which is why I'm here. As weird as that is, you have to speak up, because trying to fight it alone is not possible. I tried it, and I almost failed. So here we are. A year later, I am so grateful for the year I've had. And if you asked me last year if this is where I would be this year, I would have thought you were absolutely insane. I would have thought you were absolutely insane. But I'm here. I'm here and I'm freaking thriving. That's crazy. I don't even believe it sometimes. I wake up and I'm like, is this still real life? Or did I die and like this is my heaven? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Just be free of all that negative emotion. And if you need help, I'm right here.